Good morning, day 4 on the South Downs. Terrible night's sleep last night. Those bell tents are freezing. There's a log burner in there, so I had that going. And it warms the tent up, but you burn through the bricks pretty quickly. And I slept with 2 duvets, knowing it was pretty cold in there, but 2 duvets on me and I was still freezing. Just looking down the hill there, that's Saddlescombe Farm. Behind it there, it's Devil's Dyke. Saddlescombe Farm is a cafe, but it doesn't open until 9:30. It's 8:30 now. But that was never the plan for breakfast. There's a petrol station 1 mile on. That's where I'm going. I've just come over the hill past Saddlescombe Farm. We're coming down the other side. So up here is Pycombe Golf Club, which is where we walked through. There's a table and chairs right on the trail there that the golf club has set up. So you can get breakfast in there if you want, or lunch, whatever time you're passing. But just down here by the main road is the petrol station with a Wild Bean Cafe. I would imagine an essential stop for most South Downs walkers because it's the closest shop to the trail. So I'm just pointing that out so you know it's there. The BP petrol station down there isn't just any BP petrol station. It's a Marks and Spencer's BP station. Now I've just been paid today, so you feel a bit frivolous. And so I'm out of breath walking uphill. And you know what it's like when you're on trail and you find a pretty good shop or a supermarket and you're hungry. I've been living off dehydrated meals and Quaker oat bars and pepperonis and toasties for 3 days now. To walk into a Marks and Spencer's when you've just been paid, the restraint needed because their food is so good. Bloody expensive, but good. This lady just running ahead of me, just up for a chat with her, and she asked me if I'm doing it in one go. I said, what do you mean? I'm doing it over 5 days. And she told me that she'd done the South Downs Way race where she did the whole thing in 1 day, 100 miles. Just coming up to Ditchling Beacon here. Can't remember exactly where it starts, but yeah, I remember again last time feeling pretty worn out and tired when I got here, but I was very happy to see once you finally get up on the beacon, it's a lot of flat walking, followed by a long downhill stretch, and it's a lovely stretch. It was. I sat literally, yeah, I remember this marker post. But look at the views. So, you know, I think I'm going to have another sit down here. Because yeah, it really drops off. That's why you get the paragliders here, I guess. Look at those views. I'm just taking a little break here on Ditchling Beacon. Because there's some paragliders here and they're about to go up. I think they're all nuts. I wouldn't do it. I don't like heights that much, but yeah, I'm curious. Last time I was up here there were dozens of them. They are literally just inflating their chutes now, so let's see if we can get some of them going up. Can just see the Seven Sisters off in the distance there. Feels like the end is getting closer. but I believe this set of hills is the next one. It's a steep climb up, but you stay up there for a while, so you do get to catch your breath. All shade at last. It's really hot today. It's really hot today, and it's all been out in the sun, all been on top of the downs. It just looks like we're about to get a bit of cover. This is one of my favourite sections last time, all along this ridge line up here, partly because it's a bit of a slog to get up there. It goes all the way back down to the A27, which is, I want to say it's well over a mile to get up to the top. It's not too bad. I think it's only actually, I heard the guys coming past on bikes saying it's 110 metre rise. I think it's a little bit bigger, but it's such a lovely section. The views you get round here, and when you get to the top, I was pleasantly surprised last time to find you stay up there for quite some time and have some great views. This on Saturday was this part and the Seven Sisters that was, when I was having my little wobble, that was the bit I wanted to get to. The sun is just beating down. That's why the cap's on backwards. I'm terrible with putting sun cream on. It's why I wear the leggings. I'm trying to keep the sun off the back of my neck. But yeah, the views really pay off up here. This is one of my favourite parts of the South Downs. And we're getting ever closer to the sea as well. Tell you what, Saturday evening, if you'd have told me I was going to make it this far, I'd have told you no. Absolutely, I would have got a train home if there was a train station near Queen Elizabeth Park. Yeah, I just wasn't there really. So I'm really happy that I've made it this far. Quite surprised I've made it this far. Just crossing the river now, coming into Southeast. The village is behind me, the youth hostel just in front here. Mixed bag today. Great views off the top of the downs. It's been great when you've been up there. But some really laborious, tedious walking through farmland again. Coming off the downs on a hot day, it makes it a bit harder. Yeah, but the views today have been brilliant. Absolutely loved it. That's my digs for the night. Cabin at Youth Hostel Southeast. Shouldn't get cold in this one because there's a heater in there, but that's today done. Day 4 done, 21 miles. So 17 miles left to do tomorrow to Eastbourne. The weather's looking pretty dreadful, depending on which forecast you look at. But it looks like it's going to be raining all day, raining and showers all day. And the BBC has thunderstorms 2 o'clock onwards. So I think tomorrow the alarm is set for 5 o'clock. I'm going to get out, try and get out as quick as possible. And I don't think there'll be any walking through camera shots tomorrow. It would just be a case of trying to get those 17 miles done as quick as possible, see if I can finish before 2 o'clock. So I'm going to sign off for the night, go into New Haven, meet friends for a couple of pints, and I will see you tomorrow for the last day. Day 5, last day. Full wet weather mode today. I was going to leave the cabin at about 5 AM, but really started to come down heavy. So I just waited for about 20 minutes. But still got a nice early start. Just come up to this board here, and this says I'm on the Firle estate, so it's Firle Beacon, which I said was right back there. I think pretty much anything I say geographically in these videos, ignore it, because I seem to get a lot of things wrong. That one's a bull. That's got to be a bull. He's massive. I was just looking around to see if there was one. He is a chunk. Right, let's keep away from the babies and hope I can outrun that bull. It's been much easier walking today over the grass as opposed to the last 4 days of chalk farm tracks to walk on. And it's a tough hill to get up in the morning, but it's been pretty much slightly undulating and flat ridge walking. This is why I prefer the second half after Truleigh. There's a lot more of that, better views. We're getting ever closer to the Seven Sisters down there now. Just passed through Alfriston back there. I was hoping to stop and get a cup of tea and a bacon roll or something. Everything's closed. It's 8:30. Nothing opens till 9. So we're now, I think, just over 6 miles in. 3 miles till we get to the coast now. 10 miles to complete. But Berlin Gap Cafe's in 7 miles, so I'm going to have to wait another 7 miles till I get a cup of tea. Oh, a bench. Right, we're sitting here for a minute. It's just started to rain again. I'm just taking the wet weather gear off. I was just getting too hot and sweaty. It can only be about a mile now. Mile and a half till we actually hit the Seven Sisters now. Get in there. Slowly but surely. So this is what I would have liked more of. We're seeing that there. I like stuff like that. You don't really get it on the South Downs. The only bit of woodland I can remember really is Queen Elizabeth Park. Its sister trail to the North Downs, loads of woodlands on that. Let's get this off. Yeah, it's really not much. It's really just tops of downs, as it does says in the tin, but and farm field walking. There it is, we reached the coast. Stiff climb up there to get to this point. Won't be long now till we're climbing the Seven Sisters. Let's go. And this is why I'm getting out of the wet weather gear. Got a big drop down now and then another big walk up to the top of the start of Seven Sisters. Oh, jeez, that was a hard walk up the first one. I've just realised I've taken the wrong path. I'm supposed to be way down there. I'm hoping this one takes me down that, oh, bloody hell, nearly. I'm hoping that this one takes me down there, otherwise I've got to walk all the way back again. We're in luck. It looks like there's a gate ahead for idiots like me. Yeah, you're supposed to come down here. I just gone across there. So I've had a bit of luck. I've missed that drop down and up onto the second sister, I guess. That makes a bit more sense. I wonder why I was so far from the edge. Just seen a sign that we are halfway across the Seven Sisters. I can just see Berlin Gap ahead now. I actually thought Seven Sisters was all the way to Eastbourne. Maybe I'm wrong, because we're definitely not halfway to Eastbourne. Definitely not. Maybe it's just the first 7 humps. Everything else after is its own thing, but I thought the whole thing to Eastbourne was Seven Sisters. There you go. Definitely, it's definitely harder than I remember. But to be fair, last time when I did this, I started at Seven Sisters that morning. I hadn't walked 10 miles beforehand. I think that might have been the last of the big ones before we get to Birling Gap, which is just down here. A welcome break. There is a lot of people around. I'm hoping there's not coach parties down there because I want a cup of tea. I don't know if in the distance there you can see a lighthouse. Below there is Birling Gap, but this section from Birling Gap up here towards Beachy Head's been tough. A lot of big uphills, and when you think you're done, there's just another incline to come. But this is looking back all the way along the sort of Seven Sisters towards Birling Gap. Tough walk. It is a tough walk. Eastbourne. Made it. If you'd have asked me Saturday would I have completed this, I'd have said no. So I can't believe we made it here. I hope you've stuck with this video. It's not going to be some of my best work, I do apologise. It's yeah, I think I struggled to get inspired to film stuff this time because again it's the second time round. It loses a spark I think once you do a trail for a second time over. But I have really enjoyed the final 3 days, the last 60 odd miles, been really good. So I will see you for the next one, and thanks for watching.